Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Is your baby girl Precious, and this is Talk with Precious. In today's video, we'll be talking about the maternity and the paternity leave in Spain, how it works. Okay, Spain offers 16 weeks of paternity and maternity leave, and out of that 16 weeks, 6 weeks is obligatory for the both parents to enjoy. Then the many 10 weeks, they can decide how, when they choose to enjoy it. But they have the period of 12 months to enjoy the 10 weeks, to enjoy it. The government of Spain has also compromised to extend parental leave in 2024 from 16 weeks to 20 weeks for each parent. Though presently is not yet approved, it's still 16 weeks presently. Then also remember, before I forget, these leaves are paid. They are fully paid, 100% your salary by Seguridad Social, let me just say government. Aside that, Spain also offers 15 days of lactancia. I don't know how to translate that in English, but I'll try to leave it on the screen. So, but just know that outside the 16 weeks, Spain also offers extra 15 days for lactancia for both parents. In Spain, both parents have the same right to enjoy leave. Paternity, maternity leave is the same. They have the same right, the same period of time. Okay, for parents who choose to enjoy the 18 weeks, 16 weeks plus 15 days, which is 2 weeks, altogether 18 weeks. So for those parents that choose to enjoy the 18 weeks in a row, they will be resuming work when the child is like 4 months old, 4 months old. Of course, the baby won't be alone. They offers public nursery and private nursery. So for the age to start either public or private nursery is 4 months old when the child is 4 months old. Before giving birth to your child, you can register your child in either in a public nursery or in a private nursery. I said earlier, we have the public nursery and the private nursery. In the public nursery, you just need to pay a little fee, because your child will be eating there, they will be feeding your child there. So you have to just pay the fee of the feeding. But in a private nursery is more expensive. So in the nursery, you can be able to choose the time that you want your child to be in the school. You can be able to choose it. We have come to the end of this part of the video. We will be looking into Italy, how the paternity and the maternity leaves work in Italy. Although I think it might be similar, I don't know. So let's just take a watch. Let's take a look.
Hi everyone, welcome back. So education in Italy is free for all kids and it's mandatory from the age of 6 to 16. You can also send your kid to school prior to the age of 6. Actually, it's very advisable for you to send your kid to school prior to the age of 6. This is because it allowed the kids to have fewer school learning problems due to poor knowledge of the Italian language, and it also helped them with socializing more with other children. So it's also advisable for you to take your kids to school prior to the age of 6. And you might be asking, how do I enroll my kids to school before the age of 6? What do I have to do before the age of 6 to take them to school and everything? So before I talk about that, I just want to let you know that in Italy, kids can start school also from the age of 3 months. But once you enroll them to school and once they start, like learning the language, they start adapting to school, it's advisable for you not to send children, at least in their early childhood, between the age of 0 to 6 years. It's advisable for you not to send them back to their country of origin for a long period of time, or to even interrupt their school once it started, as this might actually disrupt the kids' learning. Preschool is a service aimed at children between the age of 3 months to 3 years, and it's normally open for if I'm not mistaken, it should be like between 7:30 to 5:30. This is actually aimed to help working parents. You know, some people might start work at 7, some people might start work earlier or later. You don't necessarily need to take your kids at 7:30. Like, it opens at 7:30, but you can take your kids there a little bit later, depending on your work schedule and everything. I know I said education is free in Italy, but there is like this minimum charge sometimes to all family. I remember I had to pay for my school, but it could be free or it could be more expensive, depend on your financial status indicator. This is where in the ISEE, known as EASY, comes in action. You actually go to CAF and then it processes like your financial status, your income, your assets, and the number of your family member to then put in consideration how much you should pay for school. So this also applies for preschool. And once that is sorted, you just need to get a registration form. You get a registration form, you fill out the registration form, and then you just go into the awaiting list, because the school is always packed full. So you go into the awaiting list, and once it's available, you get called, and that's it. You're registered for preschool. So, talking about the preschool, let's go a little bit into maternity and paternity. In Italy, regardless of your length of service, all female employees are eligible to receive 5 months of paid maternity leave. Typically, the mothers tend to take like 2 months before giving birth and 3 months after giving birth. However, it's flexible. Like, there is a flexible maternity leave option that exists where the mother can decide to take the 5 maternity leave after the baby is born. However, this needs to be approved by a medic. As for the paternity leave instead, the paternity leave used to be very short. It used to be 7 days. However, it's recently been increased to 10 days. Also, there is the option where the mother can give more days to the father, like give the father additional days from her 5 months leave. In addition to this compulsory 5-month leave for the mother, both parents are also eligible to take like 10 days of voluntary paid leave before the child is 12 years old. And the company must approve this. Obviously, they need to ask for it like 15 days before the start date. So at the end of each maternity leave period, the employer must offer the returning mother the same position in pay. Also, I don't know if this works the same everywhere. I hope it does. In Italy, once a woman gets pregnant, she is protected from being fired, at least until the baby turns 1 year of age. How does it work in your country? Is it the same? Let us know. That being said, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Come back, and thank you, Promise, for the informations. Now let's go to the UK. Let's take a look at how the paternity and the maternity leave works in the UK. And Ivy will be giving us that information. Let's watch.
Hi guys, my name is Ivy, and I'm going to be talking about when you as a parent can enroll your kids to nursery school, primary school, aspects concerning maternity, paternity. Okay, first of all, we are going to be starting with the nursery school because that's the first step, right? Well, for the nursery school, when both parents are working, they may be eligible to have, if their kids are 9 months to 2 years old, they may be eligible to have 15 hours weekly of free child care. And when the kid is of 3 years to 4 years old, the parents may be able to enroll their kid up to 30 hours weekly of free child care. That sounds right, right? Well, when both parents are not working, I'm sorry, but you will have to pay cash to enroll your kids to a nursery school. So when do kids start primary school in the United Kingdom? Well, normally children are entitled to start primary school in the September of their 4th birthday. This is known as reception year and is the earliest a child can start primary school in the United Kingdom. The oldest children of that year group will be turning 5 at the start of reception. However, legally, it's not obligated for a child to start primary school until the 31st of December, 31st of March, 31st of August, following their 5th birthday, whichever comes first. Generally, the school week runs in the United Kingdom is from Monday to Friday, and it starts between 8:30 to 9 a.m. in the morning, and it finishes by 3:30 to 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Now, let's dive into the maternity leave in the United Kingdom. An eligible employee can get up to 52 weeks of maternity leave. The first 26 weeks is considered or is known as ordinary maternity leave. The last 26 weeks is known as additional maternity leave. A mother can even go sooner for maternity leave. The earliest she can go is 11 weeks before childbirth, unless the baby is born earlier. Now, let's start talking about money, because after going for maternity leave, you still want to be getting paid, right? Well, this is called or is known as statutory maternity pay, and the government will be paying up to 39 weeks. All right, the first 6 weeks of maternity pay, you get or you can get up to 90% of your average weekly earnings before tax, and this is considered full maternity pay. The last 33 weeks of maternity pay, statutory maternity paid, you can get up to £184.03 or 90% of your average weekly average pay, whichever is lower. That's UK for you. They will always want to pay less. Maternity pay in the United Kingdom. I know this video is not about me ranting or giving my unpopular opinion, but however, I feel the necessity of speaking out, and I also think this might be useful. My opinion might be useful for those of you thinking of relocating to the United Kingdom. 2 weeks for a dad to enjoy at home with his newborn, I think, is kind of like a joke. This is 2024. We can't even dare ourselves to compare Spanish paternity leave or Italian paternity leave with the United Kingdom paternity leave. I think that the UK government can do better in this aspect, and hopefully soon they just get to look into it, because 2 weeks is nothing. All right, but yeah, let's just dive into the information I want to provide to you guys. All right, first of all, as I said before, for an eligible employee, you get up to 2 weeks for paternity leave. You can decide to enjoy it at once, or separate it in 2 different blocks. Okay, and you must provide to your employer the MATB1 form certificate. That's kind of like an evidence that shows that yes, you are expecting a baby, and the due date will be on it and all the useful information. You can't start your paternity leave before the child is born. You must start it within the 52 weeks after the child's birth. Imagine that you want to change the start date of your paternity leave. You can do so. Of course, you can do so, but you have to give a notice of 28 days to your employer for him to know, or for her to know that, okay, yes, I've changed, I want to change my start date, and every other useful information that you want to give. Now let's talk about money, dinero, plata, ego. Let's talk about it. All right. This pay is known in the United Kingdom as statutory paternity pay, and is only paid 1 week out of the 2 weeks that you are eligible to take for paternity leave. All right. Yes. And you either get 90% of your average weekly earning, or 184 pounds 03 pence, whichever is lower. They don't want to pay you more.
We have come to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope the informations is useful to you. If you have any specific question concerning the maternity and the paternity leave in UK, Spain, and Italy, don't forget to leave it in the comment section. We'll be there to answer you. For now, bye. See you on our next one. Bye.